you got to have a lot of different skills when you're an independent filmmaker, right? You got to have the vision, you got the creative vision, you got to have the skill set, and then there's a final element there. There's the magic marketing element of how you get people to see your small film.
Sure, I thought you were going to say the third element was a day job, but yeah, the marketing element is, I think, especially with independent film, the most important part. I think at the end of the day, it's important that you don't let that pollute your art, but you have to take that into account from the very beginning and all the way through, because at the end of the day, it should all be tied together. I think you want to know who your audience is when you're making a film, even when you're writing a film. I think at the end of the day, filmmaking is just storytelling, and what is storytelling if you don't have an audience?
So what are some of the mechanisms you do?
Well, I'm really big on events. For me, it's all about interacting with young filmmakers, colleges. We do a lot of college marketing, doing workshops and panels. And if you screen a movie and you're an independent filmmaker and you don't do Q&A afterwards, you're wasting your time. You should always be there to talk to them, interact with your fans and your audience. And I think at the end of the day, too, it's important to have an after event, have a party or a concert or some sort of thing that extends the experience out of the movie theater and gives them something to talk about. So that way your audience goes home and tells their friends, and they become your audience, and it kind of shares and spreads. And once you kind of get that first seed going, then take a lot of social media and a lot of the kind of internet stuff. So I feel like that's more of a tool to kind of work with what you've already built versus kind of a foundation piece, at least in my opinion.